Mina's Bookshelf, and welcome if this is your first time on my channel. Today I'm doing a pick a card reading, and the theme of the reading will be manifesting abundance, prosperity, wealth, and creativity in your life. I already uploaded for the month of September a business, money, finances, and career reading. But that had only one option. So I'm coming back with 3 different options that I already picked for you, and I will be shuffling the rest of the cards on camera. So look at the cards, look at the artwork, look at the crystals if that is the way you normally select your pile in pick a card readings. There will be timestamps in the description of the video as well that you could use to make your selection. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to formulate your question, think about whatever you have in mind, whatever goal you have right now in your life, whatever dream, project, creative hobby, project in your career, if you work in a creative line of work, or anything you are willing and to bring into your life to enhance your life, to enhance your prosperity. So I'm going to start with the shuffling the cards. I will put also in the timestamps the time for the shuffling in case you want to skip the process, although I know that some of you enjoy it. These will be general readings, so take with you whatever resonates with your personal circumstances and leave behind what doesn't. If you decide to receive a personal reading, you can contact me at the email address you will find in the description of the video. All right, so I am going to shuffle the cards and pick the rest of the cards per each of the piles. So I'm inviting the spirit guides from the pure white light, the guardian angels, heavenly saints, archangels, ancestors who love us and want the highest good of all to please inspire me, guide me, and help me deliver the right message to the right person out there who needs to receive this reading, this message. So I'm going to pull a card from this beautiful oracle deck for each of these piles, just to have an idea of what your situation is. I'm going to pull this for pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then from the tarot, I'm going to select for pile number 1, the heart of the matter. What is at the heart of the matter when it comes to manifesting abundance, wealth, success, productivity, creativity in your life? What is at the heart of the matter? Heart of the matter for pile number 1, heart of the matter for pile number 2, and heart of the matter for pile number 3. My second question is, what is holding you back? What is the obstacle, the challenge you are encountering when it comes to manifesting success, prosperity, and creativity in your life? So that's for pile number 1. What is the challenge for pile number 2 and challenge for pile number 3? So what is a blessing? What could be helpful? What could help you in manifesting creativity, productivity, success, abundance, prosperity in your life? For pile number 1, for pile number 2, and for pile number 3. What is the guidance you need to receive to attract prosperity, success, creativity in your life? Whatever project or dream or goal or plan you have in mind. So the guidance for pile number 1, guidance for pile number 2, and guidance for pile number 3. And possible outcome. What is the possible outcome if you follow the guidance? Oopsie daisy. I saw this card, so I'm going to put it back. If it's meant to be, it will come back to us. So possible, I keep seeing cards. Cards keep flipping over. So pile, the outcome for pile number 1, outcome for pile number 2, and outcome for pile number 3. And then from this oracle, additional messages. Anything else you need to know when it comes to manifesting prosperity, success, abundance, creativity, productivity in your life? We might be talking about your job. We might be talking about a hobby. We might be talking about an occasional project you're working on. So anything else you need to know? Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And I think we have all the cards. Okay. I hope we have enough light. We might and we might not. All right. So you had the time to pick your pile as I was shuffling the cards. So pile number 1 has the malachite, pile number 2 has the pink quartz, and pile number 3 has the smoky quartz. In general terms, the malachite is a crystal that can help you in moment of big transformation. The pink calcite is a crystal that promotes compassion, self-compassion, love, care, nurturing, tenderness. And the smoky quartz is a crystal that helps with protection and keeps anxiety and depression away. So I don't know if this could be also something that might help you pick the right pile. Putting pile number 2 and pile number 3 to the side. We'll get to them in a moment. Okay, so pile number 1. Welcome to Mina's bookshelf. This reading is for you. So let's take a look immediately at the significator card. What do we get here? We have this beautiful lady holding a lotus. We also have an eclipse here in this beautiful cosmic sky, and there is an emphasis on the third eye chakra and the crown chakra here. So this is what we have, the dream. I pay attention to what my dreams are trying to tell me. Maybe your higher self is trying to communicate with you right now through dreams. And this might be deep sleep dreams or dreams that you can have and experience also while you're awake. And there might be messages for you regarding your dreams, your plans, your goals. So pay attention to what your higher self or your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you regarding your plans and goals to bring abundance, prosperity, success into your life. All right, the first card that we pulled was an additional information that we need to receive in order to understand exactly what you're facing. So we have here a big symbol here, transformation, with this butterfly. It's interesting how there is a path that reminds me of the yellow brick road. So it's definitely a path you are about to embark on that will lead you towards a very gratifying, successful, probably even financially gratifying solution or situation. And I do feel like you're not alone on this path. This is a journey you're about to embark, or you have embarked on, in collaboration with other people. The card, in fact, from this creativity oracle is the collaboration. Creative people can be inspired by sharing and stimulating creativity in others. Now, you might be open, or you might be invited to be open to a collaboration, to receiving inputs, advice from other people, people who are in your same field, people that have more experience, or people that just have a creative contribution to give to your project. So we have the collaboration card, and we'll put it here to the side. Okay, at the heart of the matter, we have the Knight of Swords. Something that is holding you back, the challenge, the obstacle. We have the King of Wands. We might as well put it here as if it came in reverse, because it's in its a shadow aspect and its challenging aspect. Something that might help you, a blessing coming your way, the Eight of Coins. And then we have the Ten of Coins as guidance, possible guidance in order to be successful, to achieve your dreams in abundance. And the outcome, the Four of Wands. Okay. Additional information, we got the Law of Attraction. Okay, so the cards already seem to be pretty much in sync with each other. So we have a dream, we have a plan, we have a project we're working on here with pile number 1. And the presence of the lotus makes me think that maybe not everything is coming out smoothly. But let's say this period of incubation in which you incubate your ideas, your creativity, will actually bring a beautiful flower to the surface, just like the lotus does in the darkness of the murky water. Certainly, it's not a pretty kind of environment. It certainly doesn't look good. But what comes after this period of incubation into the murky, dark waters is a beautiful, beautiful flower. Now, at the heart of the matter, we have the Knight of Swords. This is a card that talks about fast communication, rapid development of situations, and there's a certain impetuousness at its roots. It feels like impatience might be also, or the urgency of getting something done might be at the heart of this situation. The Knight of Swords might point also to some sort of conflictual situation. I see somebody going against the grain. I see somebody willing to go against everyone in order to see their to accomplish their dreams and their goals. We have, I think this is Saint George fighting the dragon in this card. There's this element of conflict, of battle, of fighting. This is a very courageous person here represented in this card. If this is the energy of the person, pile number 1. It could be also the energy of the situation, but I do feel like somebody here is trying to slay some dragons. Maybe I do hear the word you against the world. You might feel isolated against everyone. There's almost an energy of Seven of Wands in this card as well. Anyway, I do feel like at the heart of the matter, there's this energy that is quite impetuous, and I do feel like some more reflection and a calmer state of mind are required in order to achieve whatever goal you have in mind. This might be your dragon. This might be the energy or the person in the situation you're fighting against. This King of Wands. It could be a fire sign. It could be a boss. It could be a head of an organization. If this is a reading regarding your work, for example, this could be a boss, very person, also very controlling. So there might be an external force, an external person that is probably creating obstacles to the fulfillment of your dreams and your plans. And it feels like you're ready to start a fight, you're ready to start a battle, an actual one, which I wouldn't recommend anyway. I always recommend a more diplomatic course of action, or anyway, somebody you might be willing to face with courage in order to solve this conflict and get in your way. Now adapt this to your situation. If this is your energy, if this is something more internal, it could be definitely your impatience to get through the process of whatever you're doing. This, I do feel this energy. It's a very impatient energy. What might be helping you instead? Well, this is the card of methodical work. It's the Eight of Coins. So if you are rushing through a project, let's put it this way, if you're rushing impatiently through a project because maybe you are receiving pressure from somebody above you, this King of Wands in its challenging aspect. Maybe there is a boss, it could be a CEO, it could be a project manager, anybody above you. It could be a supervisor that is being very demanding and pushy and bossy with you, very controlling. So your best bet, your best way to act in this situation, it's your ability to devote a lot of attention to details. It's your dedication to consistent, persistent dedication to your activity, whatever work situation you are inquiring about. And I feel like pile number one is about mostly about their professional situation, their job situation. So it's your ability. Look, in this card, this man is using measuring tools. You know, the expression measure twice and cut once. So don't let this, could be your own impatience, lead you to make some mistakes. Or if this is an external pressure, don't let other people's pressure and impatience to get results to distract you from the focus and the concentration that you need to put in this job. It's like a precision work here. I don't know what you're thinking about, or I don't know what is the situation you have in mind, pile number one, but it certainly is a situation where the attention to details is extremely important. And I do feel like you have this. This is what is going to help you. This is the blessing. Guidance, the 10 of Coins. When I receive this card as a guidance in business, finances, professional path, career readings, for me, this is the card of a collaboration. This is in organizations where there are different people. For me, the 10 of Coins represents the work environment as well. So it's not a coincidence that we got the collaboration card. So if you're feeling like it's you against the world, or it's you against your boss, it's you against the pressures of somebody, or your own internal demanding pressure to get things done, what you need to do is to keep working with great focus as you are already used to, and also find collaboration and stimulating ideas and possible help from people working around you, or people working in your same kind of field, for example. This will bring, if you follow the guidance you just received from your higher self, from your spirit guides, from your ancestors, from the universe, from spirit, is a successful accomplishment of your plans. You're reaching an important first goal with this card with the Four of Wands. And this is a beautiful omen. There's celebration here. And there's celebration with all those people around you that will support you, cooperate you, and give you important advice and inputs. All right. As final thoughts, here we have the law of attraction card. Keep your thoughts positive and surround yourself with positive people and situations, and you will attract more positivity into your life. So see, these are the positive people. These are the people who are willing to help you, who are willing to collaborate with you, who have been cheering alongside you the entire time you've been involved in this project. They have supported you, and they will represent that support network that you really need in order to bring a project to its fruition against this person or this energy, the King of Wands. That seems to be so demanding, that seems to be so pushy and bossy around you. All right, so beautiful, beautiful cards for pile number 1. We can read quickly from the guidebook. I would like to for you to have a takeaway from this reading. This is the Dreamer's card, I think. Yes, number 52. I pay attention to what my dreams are trying to tell me. 52. So this might be closely related to the reading, or it might be just a message that some of you need to receive right now. Is a pep talk if you are trying to manifest success into your life, whatever you're doing, whatever you're inquiring about. The art and symbolism of the card of this deck are designed to put you in a conscious waking dream state so that you can best connect your logical mind and your intuition. Selecting the Dreamer is an acknowledgement from your higher self that your contact is both real and stronger than usual regarding the question you have asked. If you have had a strong hunch about the subject you have asked about, you're most probably correct. It is also an indication that the dream that you either have had or will have contains important clues to answering your questions. Dreams are most often not prophetic. They're usually dramas, not diagrams of a future you will encounter. Sometimes, though, they can presage events. One way to tell if this is the case is if you remember the dream completely when you're awake, or when you have the same dream several times. The process of dreaming is one of the most obvious, though never mentioned. It's a most obvious reminder that all beings are from the same family, and all unfounded prejudice should melt away like our dreams do when we awake. So this could be, this card could refer to a dream that you've always had and you're working on. This could be also a reference to something that you might have been dreaming about, or you will be dreaming about very soon, that might give you important intuitive hits about your situation. All right, pile number 1, I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if the reading resonated with you in the comment section. You can leave your feedback, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe on your way out if you enjoy the content of my videos. Thank you very much for watching pile number 1. Till the next time. All right, now we are going with pile number 2. Pile number 2, we have this pink calcite, a crystal that promotes compassion, self-compassion, nurturing, caring. It would be almost like an Empress card in the Tarot kind of energy, or a Queen of Pentacles. And in fact, here we have as a significator card for you, the Creator. I love playing the wonderful game of life creatively. You're a very creative person, and I do feel like you work in a very creative project, and there's something that you're working on. We have 2 child figures here. We have a little baby doll here on the side, and there is also a little cherub here. So something is in the making, whether it's an actual baby you're thinking about, or there's a project that you consider your own baby, and you're nurturing this project. And it feels like you might be very close to the attainment of this dream. We also have a spider here in the corner of the card, if you see it, which for me is a symbol of great creativity and productivity. If you think about it, the spider produces its own silk. It's a really magical animal, and it's able to create from nothing, from almost magically, in a magical way, a lot of silk. And the spider will be able to construct, to build a very sturdy, resistant network of lines. So this is a powerful card, very creative. So let's see what you're up to, pile number 2. Additional information that we need to receive. Cooperation. Wow, so it's all about collaboration. Pile number 1 was about collaboration. Pile number 2 is about cooperation. Your goal can benefit from you surrounding yourself with like-minded people. In this card, I see a strong connection with pile number 1. So if you have picked this pile, you might want to take a look at pile number 1 as well. We're going to put this card here. So it's a collaborative effort, bringing fruit, bringing a project to its fruition. Okay, so at the heart of the matter, we have the Tower card. A challenge. All right, this reading is so similar to pile number 1. It's eerie. In pile number 1, we had the King of Wands here in this position, and we had the Knight of Swords here. I will explain in a moment. So this is the challenge. We might also put the cards in the reverse, as if it came out in the reverse in its challenging aspect. A blessing, something that can help you, is the 6 of Cups. Guidance that you need to receive is the Temperance card. And possible outcome, Page of Wands. Another word of advice or the pep talk you need to receive right now is keep going. Very interesting. This card is this spread is very similar to pile number 1. So I really recommend taking a look at that reading. In both piles, we had this idea of creativity, although in this particular pile, for pile number 2, it feels like there is a kind of an easier process here. It feels like there's a more positive energy all around. However, as in pile number 1, we have this card here in the middle. That might be an indication of things that happen suddenly in a very rapid and unexpected way. This could be a change, a radical change, an unexpected change, a surprise. It might also indicate a burst of temper. So it might also indicate that maybe there might be some sort of conflict between you and somebody else, and this is a burst of rage. It could be an argument. I interpret the Tower card also as a very brilliant idea that it's like that intuitive hit that happens all of a sudden out of the blue. It's an out of the blue idea. It's a ha-ha moment. So this reading could go both ways. At the heart of the matter, there could be a ha-ha idea, aha moment, a very powerful and an idea that might open the road to a great success. It would also indicate something that happens in a very abrupt way. And it could be both negative or positive. I do not always attribute a negative value to this card. Yes, it could be a big argument with somebody. It could be a catastrophic event. But it could, in either way, no matter how surprising, abrupt, unsettling this event it might be, it's something that helps you clear the air and bring everything back into balance. Maybe because we were going against the current, against the flow of the universe. Anyway, let's say it could be also a very bright idea, a very bright creative idea. Now, what's the challenge here? In pile number one, we have the King of Wands, and we have here the Queen of Wands as well. So we're encountering the same sort of issue. This could be the energy of the situation. It could be the impatience. It could be a person that is really impatient. It could be a fiery personality, a person with a very fiery personality, whether this is you or somebody around you, somebody that has a say or an authority or any sort of power in your ability to manifest abundance and success in your life. It could be you. um, this could be a very impatient, bossy, controlling person. It could be somebody in your work environment. It could be somebody you collaborate with. It could be your own energy. Let's see what is the blessing. What is the blessing coming your way? What can potentially help you? And we have the Six of Cups. This could be a situation. It could be as well a person, and it wouldn't surprise me here. Cooperation, with the cooperation card, it might be a very friendly person. It could be somebody you've known since childhood. It could be somebody you're very close to, emotionally very close to, that belongs to your own environment. It could be the like-minded people the oracle card talks about. It could be people you're connected on an emotional level, people you know you could trust, people you might have collaborated with in the past, and maybe it's time, since this person here or this energy is not really supporting of your creative project, maybe you need to find collaboration with people that you have already tested because you've been working together in the past, because they have proved themselves in the past for being people who are willing and to share generously, sharing ideas with you, inputs, hints, advice, people you might be able to brainstorm with because you have done it in the past, you've collaborated in the past. The guidance, temperance, and this card feels strongly to me like a card that suggests to be patient, and it doesn't surprise me because we have two cards here, the Queen of Wands in its challenging aspect and the Tower card, that indicate a sense of things that are rushed, of things that happen in a very abrupt way. There's a sense of impatience here, especially with this Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is an invitation for you, if this is your energy, if this is your state of mind, to find a compromise. Temperance could be also a card indicating compromise if an actual conflict or argument happened with somebody else in your work environment, or with somebody that has some has a certain role in your projects, in your plans, in your goals. So it's about compromising. It's about finding a middle ground with whomever this Queen of Wands in reverse is. If this is your energy, then it's about being patient with yourself. Be patient with your try to moderate your impetus, try to moderate your impatience to get things done. Even if you feel like the idea that you just received is just too brilliant, it's just too awesome to waste any more time before translating it into reality. Possible outcome, if you follow the guidance, is the Page of Wands. I feel like you will be ready to try something absolutely new. This is the Explorer card for me. It's that first, as you can see here in the background of this of the artwork here, there's a fire. So this is a spark of genius. It's that idea, the aha moment, the epiphany that will guide you towards a new path. And it's a very lucky one, as indicated here by the presence of rabbits, which for me are symbol of fertility. All right, so the additional boost pep talk that you need to receive. Pile number 2 is keep going. Use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion. And I feel like this Queen of Wands here, whomever this person might be, is the root of the disappointment, the cause of the disappointment here. You just have to find a way to either compromise, mediate, be very diplomatic with this person. If this person, and I would believe, consider it came out as a queen, like in pile number 1. If this is an external energy, an external person, these people are quite powerful. They have authority. They have power to kind of give direction to your own plans. They have they can determine with their influence the outcome of whatever project you have in mind. So you have to find a way to get along. You have to find a way to solve conflict in a diplomatic way. Yes, this energy is not a positive one. I can feel it. I can see it. It might have been disappointing for you, might have blocked your creativity, but you need to keep going. And the disappointment is going to be the fuel for your project. So be authentic, but try to find a middle ground. Try to find a way to solve conflict in a diplomatic way. This spread reminds me of a lot of the reading that I did for business, career, and finances for the month of September, the long extended one that I uploaded a few days ago. You want to go and check that one too, because there was a very similar energy there as well. All right, maybe we can take a look at the cooperation here, the message from the guidebook, and see if there's an additional message for you, pile number 2. Let's see. Oh, very interesting. This card reminds me a lot of the Three of Cups. And for me, the Three of Cups in work-related readings is the colleagues card. So there might be a group of loyal people around you. You have already been working with in the past, so you already have tested their genuine, authentic soul, and these are people that are willing to collaborate with you. These are people who are authentic. These are people you can trust, people who have been on your side all along. So, cooperation. Your goal can benefit from your surrounding yourself with like-minded people. The cooperation card is an indication that understanding the issue of how well you work with others or others with you is the key to your understanding the situation in question. It can sometimes be an indication that you will need to join with and otherwise accommodate the work and creativity of others to best accomplish your goal in the spirit of teamwork. The myth of the artist who does their work in isolation and requires nothing more than art supplies and a place to use, it's just that, a myth. Much can be gained by being a part of a workshop, union, trade association, and other groups and kindred spirits who come together from a common purpose and mutual support, even though you may not always agree with these other people or even like all of them or their individual works. So, this could be a person, this Queen of Wands in reverse, that is posing an obstacle, a challenge to your plans. Might be that person that doesn't, it doesn't really working like everybody else in the same spirit of teamwork and collaboration. And there might have been some tower moment with this person. It could have been, for some of you, if I did this spread in a very specific way, it could have been a clashing of wheels, a battle of wheels between you and this Queen of Wands in reverse. But it's time to put that aside, find a way to diplomatically solve the situation, and find instead collaboration with people that you can trust. And a new beginning, a new start. All right, so this was your reading, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated with you in any way, if it was helpful. And if you enjoy the content of this video and many other videos that I have uploaded, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving your comment, and help this channel grow. Until I see you next time, pile 2, many blessings. And now we're moving on to pile number 3. Pile number 3 with the smoky quartz. This is a crystal that promotes protection and keeps anxiety and depression away. So the significator card here, we have this card. It reminds me a lot of the Scythe card in the Lenormand deck. It could be also a very a much less threatening and intimidating death card. With this Scythe here, I do have an immediate intuitive hits that brings me to cutting with something that is no longer of value, cutting with something that is no longer serving you. It could be also a symbol of harvest, like and in this case might be a symbol of harvest, because everything else in this card, these are beautiful oracle cards where every little piece of this collage actually has a meaning. This card is surrounded by very positive energy. There's the energy of the sun, there's a beehive with a sense of productivity, we have the sunflowers, symbol of energy, visibility, success, and also the grapes all around, symbol of happiness, success as well. So this could be a moment for you to finally harvest the fruits of your hard labor. The significator card, the worker. The affirmation is, I enjoy getting in touch with who I am as an individual. So this is a card that talks to somebody who normally works a lot and tends to work by himself or herself again. Beautiful. So let's go on with the other cards and see what we have. Okay, additional information about this. Let's see what we have. We have a beautiful mansion here in the back. We have a woman carrying something that looks almost like a cornucopia. So this is a symbol of abundance right here. Habits. Examine habits that may impede the pathways to your goals and encourage beneficial ones. Very interesting. Let's see how this card will play out with everything else in this spread. Examine habits that may impede the pathways to your goals and encourage beneficial ones. Okay, so this card already opens our provides an insight on the challenges that pile number 3 is encountering on the path to success, prosperity, wealth, and attainment and achieving dreams. At the heart of the matter, we have the High Priestess. These are the possible challenges, what is holding you back. We have the Five of Coins, scarcity mentality, blessings that might be coming your way, the Eight of Swords, very interesting. Well, even a card like the Eight of Swords might be a blessing. The guidance you need to receive is the Six of Coins, and the possible outcome is the Three of Wands. Additional information that you need to receive about this reading, Writers Group. Doreen Virtue's decks are very particular. Some of the cards are very specific, but all oracle cards are metaphors, so we'll find a way to work with the cards and try to figure out how it works with the rest of the spread in a more general way. All right, so heart of the matter, High Priestess. This is the secret, the mystery, the secret knowledge. So Pile 3, are you probably keeping everything to yourself? You might have a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge to offer. You might be working on something secretly, and I wonder why you're not disclosing everything. It might be that you're really in touch with your intuition. This is a very powerful card when it comes to creativity and manifestation. For me, this card is even more powerful than the magician card itself in the tarot. There's highly creative power here. But I have the feeling that probably you're not revealing anything yet. You're holding everything to yourself. You're keeping everything secret. This book, the Torah that the high priestess is holding in here, represents for me the secret diary. You have a wealth of a treasure of creativity, of ideas here, but you keep them to yourself. You're keeping things close to your chest. Why are you doing that? We'll find out. Possible obstacles and challenges. This could be a scarcity mentality. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough, you don't have what is necessary to succeed, to bring your dreams into fruition. Maybe you feel isolated and unsupported. You may feel like the community out there, maybe your family, your friends, your co-workers, your bosses, if you're working for somebody else, are not really supporting you. Do you feel depleted in any way? Do you feel like you're not ready? This could be lack of energy, lack of resources, lack of self-esteem. Maybe you're keeping everything to yourself. You're being very secretive about your projects because you're afraid that people will not approve or enjoy or admire or simply like what you're doing. Maybe because your self-esteem is pretty low at the moment. You're not confident enough to come out very clearly with whatever you're doing. Now, your blessing. What a strange card to receive as a blessing coming your way. The Eight of Swords. But is it one of the ways to read the Eight of Swords with this lady being isolated here and holding a blindfold over her eyes. This could be also the card that says that you're not trusting people around you. And this brings me back to this idea of lacking the confidence, not having the self-esteem, feeling like you need to keep everything to yourself because you're afraid of others people's judgment. But it feels like this is all in your mind. You have convinced yourself that you're not enough for some reason. Maybe some past experiences might have instilled in you this lack of confidence. Maybe somebody that might have criticized your work in the past or made you feel little and insignificant and not enough. But this card is also an invitation for you to leave all that. This is a card where the character in this tarot story is purposely isolating herself. And maybe this is what you need to do. You need to shut out completely those voices that are trying to interfere with your sense of self, with your self-esteem, with your confidence. Keep them away. Keep these people at bay if there's actually somebody who's totally unsupportive of whatever you're doing. If this is just something that you have put in your mind, if this is the negative self-talk, the mental cage of your own creation, it's time to get rid of that because you're much more than that. As a high priestess card, you have an immense knowledge and power of creation that you can share with the people you love, with the people you care for. You're much more than you think. You really need to trust yourself, trust your vision, trust your intuition. Six of Coins, the guidance. You might need to open up yourself, put your pride aside, and actually ask for help because I have the feeling that out there is a benefactor. If this is a lack of resources, there might be out there somebody who's more than willing to help you, more than willing to fund your project, more than willing to help you materially in the meantime that you focus on a creative project, on a plan, on a craft, on a hobby, on an idea that might bring you and your wealth and your well-being to the next level. If this is simply energy or self-esteem that you're lacking, just know that there's out there somebody who believes in you, believes in your creative ideas, believes in your ability to create, to be successful, and is more than willing to support you, whether just with, words or contribution, a monetary contribution, a financial help, or even just supporting you with their own positive energy. If you follow the guidance, this is what you're going to get. This is the possible outcome. Ships will be coming in. There will be fruit. There will be results. There will be a feedback as a result of your hard work, represented here by the ships coming into port. Examine, now let's look back at this card here. Examine habits that may impede the pathways to your goals and encourage beneficial ones. Maybe the bad habit here is the negative self-talk, is the low self-esteem. Try to stop thinking in terms of the things you don't have and think about instead the things you have in your favor, in your corner, that might help you achieve your goals. An additional thought that you might need to focus on is the writers group. Create or join a writers group to gain inspiration, friendship, and support. This five of coins is a card of isolation. And with this eight of swords, it feels to me like you have isolated yourself. The high priestess doesn't communicate much, keeps everything to herself, doesn't share with other people. Now, it's time to do so instead. Create collaboration with other people that might offer you the inspiration, the friendship, the support indicated here by the Six of Coins. I have a strong feeling that out there are more people who are willing to help you than you believe. All right, so maybe we will be able to receive some additional messages from the guidebook. Well, let's take a look at the message behind the worker card here. Number 6. Card number 6. All alone on her beautifully landscaped island, the worker takes a moment to honestly consider her future. So all alone, again, this idea of you being very individualistic or self-isolating yourself. Sometimes it is necessary to examine your words, thoughts, feelings, and actions to make sure that you are not focusing too much of your attention on worrying. This is the Five of Coins card speaking right here about worrying, about not having enough, about not being enough. It is as practical to stop being anxious and micromanaging as it is to focus on financial and other considerations commonly referred to as practical. Focusing all that energy on other things for a while will allow you to be yourself again. A break from steady labor may cause you to look at things completely different. If you find yourself with people and relationships that do not satisfy, it is possible that as of now, you're not a good fit with the kind of person you say you want to be with. And maybe it's the people you were collaborating with in the past that somehow instilled in you this lack of confidence. What kind of negative experience have you had in the past that is now limiting you in your ability to bring and manifest abundance and success in your life? You may develop skills, resources, and attitudes resulting from your work experiences that will enable you to be more of who you really are. If your working conditions or fellow workers are not as supportive of your intuitive skills as they are of your physical labors, then it may be time to find alternative employment. And maybe out there, I would like to clarify, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. I do not offer any professional advice when it comes to health issues, legal situations, and financial counseling. So always speak with an expert. But it feels to me like if you are in a situation where actually loss, lack, financial struggles is a problem, I do have the feeling that around you there might be somebody who is willing to support you and help you in that sense. And this is something that I know it takes certain pride to go out there and let people know that you're in need of help. I totally understand that. But this is a situation that you will need that help to move forward. There's a group here, whatever this group represents in your own situation, if you have selected pile number 3, that can give you the friendship, the support, and this inspiration that you need to lift yourself from this situation of lack represented here by the 5 of coins. All right, so this was my reading for pile number 3. I hope you found it relevant. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave your comment in the comment sections. Let me know if the reading resonated with you. I'm always willing to interact with my viewers. Thank you so much for watching pile 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. I hope to see you again next time. Until then, many blessings.